Alright gamers, sorry I haven't been able to get a video out personally in the past week. Been a little sick and haven't really been voice worthy enough to even record a video, but now that I'm back, this is Daniel, and then there was Binary Domain. I had been meaning to actually put this out. I picked it up last Thursday, but seeing as I was sick, wasn't able to do that. It's a game developed by Yakuza Studio, and it's published by Sega. As far as what I was looking at on the videos before I picked it up, it looks like a mixture between Gears of War meets the movie I, Robot meets Mass Effect to some form. Looks like there is a multiplayer hint to it. Got Xbox Live, and it's got versus mode with some sort of invasion, which I'm guessing is like a horde or just a survival mode type thing. Then they have versus. You can create matches and search for them. Haven't messed with that yet. I probably won't mess with it too much. Main thing I'm going to be focusing on when I play this is a campaign, just because it seems intriguing enough. Story is, game set in a world where robots are waging war against the human race. It's a squad-based shooter where you command your teammates to do things, though where there is a catch based upon your actions throughout the game. Your teammates may or may not accept your orders depending on choices you made, or if you've even caused friendly fire shooting at things in the game. Now, haven't really had a chance to touch it. I don't even I've barely even made it through the tutorial. Only a couple minutes. So far the game feels good, but let's just skip over all that and get right into it so you can see it. We'll go rust them up. Okay, let's see here. As you can see, still coughing a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't get any big cough fits throughout the video. AD 2080.
Orders from the International Robotics Technology Association Executive Office. 42 hours ago, the IRTA Council approved Rust crew deployment to enter Japan covertly and investigate reports of Amida Corporation's development of human-like robots. Your orders are to enter the Tokyo Bay seawall and infiltrate the lower city slums. Rendezvous with the other national squads and head for Amida.
Ooh.
This is a covert operation without the awareness or consent of the Japanese government. You may engage local forces in combat.
In other words, if you are captured, you will all knowledge or information about you will be disavowed. Woohoo! Awesome. Even looks like Shepard.
Hey, Marshall. Welcome to Japan, brother.
That's my welcome? Your ugly ass? Where's all my dancing geisha girls?
You ain't
Okay, as far as the voice acting goes so far, seems pretty decent. And they got some good lines. I like that. Sorry about that. Yeah. The couple minutes I've been into this, they got some good lines. It's got a good sense of humor to it. One thing they got going with this is if you got the 360, you're able to do it with the Kinect, where you can actually yell out the commands rather than use a button system to input the commands. But seeing as I'm on my computer, I don't have my Kinect put in, along with also doing a commentary doesn't really help too much in yelling at commands. Though I guess it would work and I could connect it, but I'm not going to. So we're just going to go with the standard button pressing and answering.
Good answer. Keep it up. Next, let's go over our gear, handling weapons and battle techniques. You can skip this if you don't need it. So you want to go over your gear and stuff?
I'm going to skip over that just so we can get into the gameplay and get that going.
You know this stuff
I've already been through the first part. But the movement sort of feels like Mass Effect 3 from playing the demo. It's got the Gears of War like shooting style to it. Oop, and dodging mechanics and jumping mechanics, all that fun stuff.
Yo, I was wondering, what are your plans after this is all
Go get a
done?
beer.
You're a bit of a player. Vacation, chicks, tropics. Yeah, I knew it. Same as
That's
it
one
ever
thing
was.
that might bug me throughout the game, is if he would actually talk when you did those things, but it's going by the fact that you're actually answering via a microphone or something, so I guess that works. I know he does have his own voice. He does talk during cutscenes, but, well, apparently since it showed that at the beginning. So, this will be the first fight scene right up here.
All right, let's go. We should get in touch with HQ too.
But I don't wanna.
Beetle to the base.
Loud and clear,
Why
Beetle
would my
2.
name be
Line of
Beetle?
secure tracking locked.
It's a terrible
Current
name.
position, 35 degrees,
Just feeling I'm gonna
6.56
get
seconds,
squashed.
139
Huh.
degrees, 772
Hey, you can actually turn the camera around and look around while it's in these scenes. Huh.
You're nearing the target infiltration.
Well, that works out.
smartass. It's less than a click ahead of you.
Yeah, we're approaching now. Shouldn't be a problem.
Remember, once you're inside the seawall, maintain radio silence. We'll cut this link once you're through.
Sorry, ADD. Must look around at all the things.
Yeah, tell your mama I love her.
I heard that.
Yeah, this game does have just a huge mixture feeling of Gears of War meets Mass Effect. I don't know if there's any kind of progression system in this. I haven't gone that far into it, nor have I looked into it. The main thing that's I'm kind of liking is the voice acting's actually pretty good. The game looks pretty. I mean, it's not a bad looking game by any means. I'm starting to think that, I mean, once I get farther in the game I'll know for sure, but I'm starting to think that this might have been a under advertised game, because I haven't heard much about it other than what I've looked up, and I was looking at it when it was first announced and it sounded interesting, but as far as it goes, I don't think it's going to get as much play as it probably should have.
Expecting anything different?
Not since they started calling you the survivor. Worst day of my life.
Hey, wasn't my idea.
And now begins iRobot. Oh no. iRobot with a bit of more violence.
You ready?
Dan, those things are bad news if they get too close. Stop.
Yeah, there is a sort of a degradation system on whatever you shoot. Oops. You can actually shoot different parts of their body, and it'll actually make them
Now aim for their heads.
lose limbs at that part. They'll actually start crawling on the ground until you take their heads out, or you just destroy enough of their body where they can't function anymore. And it actually takes armor off in different spots. Nice little system. Definitely like the gunplay in this. It's a duck and cover system. You heal up as you get hurt. If you duck behind something, you get your health back. So I know some people have a problem with that, but I really don't. It's not a big issue to me. It makes it easier to get through the game, though I'm not a big fan of easy. But you take damage pretty quick in this if you go out and just start shooting at people. But you get the ability, like, you can tell them to go out, charge, or just fire. Give you cover, you can run forward, take things out. You got a melee. Oh. You're behind cover, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So yeah. I mean, aside from that, I mean, there's really not a ton more that I can really show you out of this. I'll play a little bit longer just so you can see a little bit more of the beginning. You get charge ups so you can do special abilities on weapons, things like that. Press and hold to fire the big ass gun.
That's what I'm talking about. Now we can move forward. That bad boy's crazy power.
But the gunfighting, the movement's pretty quick. It's not slow by any means. I'm enjoying it quite a bit as I go through it.
Careful now. Call reinforcements if it spots us. What? It's on to us. Destroy that surveillance box before we shoot
Oh,
an enemy reinforcement.
that was awesome. Oh, and they have the Gears of War help me up command. Well, during this phase, you can actually shoot them down.
Yeah, I'm fine, bro. This ain't nothing.
Help me, you bastard.
Don't be reckless. You got me?
Oh, I guess I get a little thing to, awesome. Jab myself in the heart with and get my health back. Go, go. And this is about the farthest I've been in this. I stopped after the first jump down. I didn't play past this part. So, as far as it goes right now, this is all new to me. I didn't want to go too far into it. I actually wanted a true first impression for the most part. I know first impression, I should be just hitting start and recording and showing how I feel about the game as it goes. But hey, I like to know what I'm doing before I step into it, and if there's going to be too much to not show in the beginning. Oh, and I just shot him. See, trust level will go down when you shoot a teammate. Go figure.
Hey, what are you trying to do?
Oh, quiet boy. Reload is the same button as Gears of War. I think the controller setup for everything is actually exact same as Gears of War if you've ever played it. As far as the Xbox goes. And big robot.
You were saying?
Shit, that's a Grand Rancher. We don't have the firepower to take that down.
That's all I needed to hear. Run!
Run away! Oh, come on, he blocked me.
No, stop it! Hammer through 'em. Shit, don't these assholes
Nope.
ever give up?
Never. Why would they? That'd make the game easy.
You're almost at the sea
Easy,
wall,
easy,
Beetle 2.
easy.
Cutting comms. Now.
Go on, I'll cover you.
Age before beauty, my friend.
Everyone's a goddamn comedian.
Oh!
That was a silly looking jump. He kind of stopped midair and just fell straight down. Well,
Apparently,
I know I haven't talked much in this video, but this gives you a little bit of an insight on what binary domain is actually like.
shit out of
As far as the way the game looks, it is a fairly pretty game. It's got a lot of different mechanics to it that they add in, like this little swim sequence. You kind of got to do stealth and
dead meat if they spot
dive down and dodge sensors so you don't get seen.
hiding in the shadow.
Because I had seen this part from a video somewhere. As far as voice acting, like the voice actors, I like who they've chosen to do the voices. It's very good. The comedy is pretty good too. I like some of the lines. Maybe a little cheesy, but still worth it.
Bullet there. Now we gotta hurry. Make up for lost time.
The combat is good. The guns sound good. They don't sound cheesy or weak. Overall, I'm actually fairly happy with this game and the purchase. Once I get farther into it, hopefully the storyline will actually be good and continue to impress. I like the
Get in shape.
way it's going so far.
We got our priorities straight.
And I like the movie I, Robot, and that's got that feel to it. So we'll go with that. And I'm going to go ahead and end it on this part, seeing as I don't have a whole lot to say other than the game looks good and it is worth the money, I think, at this point. You guys have yourself a good one. This is Daniel. Don't forget to subscribe.